Hi, this is Elvin Wizard. I'm here to talk about my MCDs that I have. I'm at my track here, as you can see. And I'll start with this one. This one here is an Evo 2. I just took out the engine. I'm gonna put probably a 29 or 30 0.5 in it. It has bow tie tires on it. Gives it that kind of like a radical look. You know, it looks like it's going fast, staying still. But this race runner, this Evo 2, it handles really good. I'm really happy with it. Looks cool. That silver and black and the looks like the stripes here. So that's the race runner. Now let's go over here. This one is the Evo 2 MCD Evo 2 truck. It's has a DDM in it. It's really fast. I run on the track in Riverside. Handles really good. In fact, with the Proline monster truck, this Evo 2, it handles that much better. It's just it's kind of like it's not only good for bashing, but for also track handling. And four-wheel drive, of course, and very reliable. It idles, start it up, idles. You could walk away, get a tool or whatever, or get something for a long period of time, and it'll still idle like a car. It's really a good RC. Plus, I really take care of them. So this one here is Evo 2 monster truck. I gave it a kind of like a Pearl-esque type paint job. It's got a purple with a green tint. You know, depends on what side you go to it. This one has a 30.5 in it. And you know what? I've been asked a few questions about these MCD trucks. Do you jump them? And I've jumped them, but I try not to. And not to say that they can't take a jump, they're just so big and heavy. I try to keep them just for like hill climbing, mud bogging, track use, and that's it. You know, with the jumping, I would really leave that for the 5Bs and 5Ts, the HPI 5Bs, 5Ts. But with these, I try not to do it. Again, not to say that they'll break. They're just, I just like to keep it safe. So, and that's that one. And this one here is, I don't know, it's like a Mad Max version. I use it for the desert. It's a Proline. It's got a cage around it. Maybe like a MCD Baja Extrema or whatever you want to call it. But I'm at the desert and I'm at a high hill, and if something happens on top, it starts rolling, I'd rather have that roll cage than the body. It's just cheaper in the long run, you might say. And that has a 26 on it. It's a Noah engine, so it's real reliable. Just goes. And it looks cool. A lot of people like watching it out there. This one here is the MCD Stadium. and it's got a 30.5. It runs really beautiful. I always clean it, even though it's a little, you can see it's a little dirty. I just ran it. Idles, powerful, very powerful, great handling. Just couldn't be more happier with this. It's and you could drift these around the track, you know, with these kind of these FG tires and rims. Really fun to go around the turns on. You can see it says 4-wheel drive, you know, and it's got that. I always like that. I'm glad MCD put that, use the Ford body on it. Always like that body. Just looks good. Chrome wheels and everything. And you know, with these, you, like anything else in RCs, you take care of them. They just run and run, especially gas. You could go on forever with a tank, you know, keep the filter clean and long run times, and keep the battery charged, you know, make sure the bearings are all clean, keep it in a cool, dry area. It's really good. Let's go on over here. This one here is another Stadium, but this one here is probably my most powerful. In fact, it is, out of a bunch. It's got an ESP in it. Engine, and it's like it's got an attitude. It's very powerful. It seems like it's angry. It's a real beast of a truck, and it screams. I mean, you could hear it a long ways out when this thing goes. It's just it's a very powerful truck, and it's amazing. It really is. So those are the two MCDs, and this one here is the Evo 2 Race Runner. Out of all the MCDs, this one I most likely have put the most miles on. I've run the most. It's got a you can see the red and the black rims. I've used this so much. It's been very reliable. I use it just about every day, like the other ones. And the red and the yellow, the red rims and the yellow. It's been a real good RC, and they've all been good. You know, MCD. That's just how mostly what I have is MCD. Just how they're easy to work on. They're if you don't abuse them, they'll last a long time. And they look cool. And I like 4-wheel drive. If you like 4-wheel drive, then this is the way to go. So there you go, my MCD collection.